This is Spoken English course. My name is Vishali.
And my name is Harsh Verma.
We are students of Government Mahindra College, Patiala.
And our today's discussion is Brief Introduction to Donald M. Murray and his chapter The Maker's Eye, Revising Your Own Manuscript.
This is, in fact, a part of syllabus of Punjab University, Patiala for its undergraduate course 4th semester. About the author, Donald M. Murray was born in Boston, Massachusetts, USA in 1924 in an average family where there were limited resources and opportunities.
Ever since his childhood, he showed love for reading and storytelling.
He was an influential journalist, teacher, and columnist, having Pulitzer Prize to his credit.
He won the Pulitzer Prize in 1954 for editorial writing.
After this, he worked as a professor of English at the University of New Hampshire, where he developed new approaches of teaching writing.
His practical approach in writing has influenced many new writers who have been able to reshape their writing career by taking references from Donald's book on writing.
Some of his prominent works are
Number 1. A Writer Teaches Writing, 1968.
Number 2, Write to Learn.
Number 3. The Craft of Revision.
Number 4, Shop Talk, Learning to Write with Writers.
Number 5. The Maker's Eye, Revising Your Own Manuscripts.
About the text. The chapter, The Maker's Eye, Revising Your Own Manuscript, is not a book chapter.
This text was published in the magazine The Writer in 1973.
Brief summary in English. In this chapter, Donald M. Murray explains that writing is a process that begins with drafting, revising, and self-evaluation.
For professional writers, the first draft is only the starting point. True writing involves refining, rereading, and editing to create an effective, polished text.
A good writer must detach from their own writing to accept criticism objectively and improve continuously.
Murray emphasizes that self-criticism is more valuable than praise, as it helps the writer to identify flaws, strengthen the text, and refine their style.
He highlights the constant tension between a writer's heart and head, creative, raw ideas versus social, cultural, and logical constraints, and urges writer to respect their own voice while considering their audience.
Writing requires patience, maturity, and responsibility, balancing personal expression with social acceptability.
Murray outlines 7 key elements of effective writing.
Number 1. Subject. Clarity of the topic and purpose.
Number 2, audience, knowing the readers and their expectations.
Number 3. Form. The genre or structure to convey the message.
Number 4, structure, the order and flow of ideas.
Number 5. Manuscript. Plot, story, or content with appropriate diction and literary devices.
Number 6, dimensions, proportion and smooth coherence of all parts.
Number 7. Tone. The writer's voice and style.
The chapter emphasizes that writing is never truly finished. The writer's maker's eye constantly reviews, revises, and perfects the text, moving from word to phrase, phrase to sentence, sentence to paragraph, ensuring clarity, coherence, and depth.
Writing is both an art and a disciplined craft that evolves with each revision. Detailed synopsis of The Maker's Eye, Revising Your Own Manuscript.
Donald M. Murray begins this article with the process of writing, which begins with making the first drafts of one's writing and then finding mistake in these drafts.
After making necessary corrections, the typographical errors are removed and the writer thinks that his job is over.
This is not the case with professional writers.
They consider the formation of first draft as the beginning of writing process.
This is like the first step of writing for them.
After making this initial draft, they can start writing.
The above description presents the difference between an experienced writer and an amateur writer.
Professional writers' success lies in this notion that what they want to tell and how beautifully can they tell it in their writings.
The best way to express one's thoughts in his/her writing is what makes a writer worth admiration.
Donald is of the opinion that a good writer is always his own enemy.
This means that he is always ready to face criticism and accept it wholeheartedly.
Criticism helps more than praise in the betterment of a writer because the critics do not simply say good things about a writer, rather, they dive deep into the writing and pinpoint all the flaws and drawbacks in the writing.
This process definitely helps the writer to work upon himself and his work and makes him aware for his next writing.
Appraisal and appreciation, on the other hand, stop the process of self betterment of a writer.
He feels that he is already appreciated by people, so he doesn't need to progress and improve upon himself.
The biggest achievement of a writer is to detach themselves from their own writing so that they can see the honest opinion of their readers.
Although it is the toughest job on the part of the writer to detach himself from his writing, it is equally important as well.
Without detaching himself from his writing, the writer cannot surrender completely to his readers and take their honest reviews on his writing.
After all, a writing takes an individual's ego to write, and after the ego produces a draft, the writer himself must read it again and give judgment which is impartial and unbiased.
Hence, the writer should be able to protect himself from his own ego.
The profession of writing demands high level of maturity and sincerity as it is one of the most challenging professions.
To draft one's opinion into writing and that too in a socially acceptable language is not an easy job.
Many a times there come stages in the life of a writer where there is a direct fight between his head and heart.
Head means brain lead him to the restrictions and limitation of thoughts in a particular socio-political and cultural setup, whereas heart, thoughts and ideas cooks up different, unrealistic thoughts that are raw and uncensored, direct from the writer's emotions.
However, this battle is always won by the head because we cannot write anything that the society in some way could reject or raise questions.
Hence, no writing is free from the invisible political and social pressure, while writing a writer is very well aware of the reader, what they would like to read and what would be considered as socially acceptable.
Although by doing so, the writer could satisfy his readers but not his inner self, which is bold, untamed, and outspoken. This is quite damaging on the part of a writer that he ignores his own voice and doesn't do justice with his art of writing.
Hence, Donald Murray suggests that, quote, writer must be here and respect their own voice, unquote.
Examples of craft person from different fields is taken by Murray.
Like a carpenter eyes the leveling of a shelf and the mechanic listens consciously the sound made by the motor and then they separate themselves from their art.
Similarly, the writer should write, hand it over to the reader and step back.
There should be no intrusion on the part of the writer to tell the readers how to read his text.
It should solely be the responsibility of the reader how he wants to interpret a particular writing.
Moreover, Donald emphasizes upon rereading, especially for new writers.
When the initial draft of a full text is made, it seems perfect and worth publishing, but as the writer himself reads it again as a whole text, he himself finds flaws and changes them before sending it to publication.
So, rereading and even rewriting improves the standards of a writing because the writer gets aware of his shortcomings and drawbacks in his initial draft, and he would not repeat them in the second draft.
Hence, a writing gets refined after deep analysis and self evaluation from the writer himself.
Another significant point mentioned here is that most of the experienced and mature writers do not rewrite their works.
This is so because they are so trained in their minds that they can create and review multiple number of invisible draft in their minds before finalizing their write-up.
Other than this, there are some writers who revise and do necessary changes simultaneously, page by page, rather than draft by draft.
No matter what method does a writer adopts, revising one's own work is a significant milestone in the life of a writer that he should not ignore. Thank you for watching it complete. Stay tuned.